Hi. Today you are going to sleep with the information of the great Amazon forest and its inhabitants. The Amazon rainforest settles into night as if guided by an ancient lullaby. Warm air drifts slowly between towering trees, carrying the scent of damp leaves, blooming flowers, and rich soil. Moonlight slips through the dense canopy in gentle streams, illuminating vines, roots, and quiet pathways. The forest does not fall silent, it softens. Every sound becomes slower, deeper, more rhythmic, like a steady breath meant to calm the mind and invite sleep. Deep within the shadows, a jaguar moves with effortless grace. Its powerful body glides over the forest floor, paws landing without a sound. The moonlight catches the golden patterns of its fur, making them shimmer briefly before fading back into darkness. Tonight, the jaguar is calm and unhurried. It pauses beside a slow-moving stream, listening to water whisper against smooth stones. Muscles relax, breathing deepens, and the great cat lowers itself to rest, becoming part of the quiet night. High above, where branches twist toward the stars, a sloth hangs peacefully upside down. Its long arms cradle the tree as if in an embrace, and its gentle breath moves its chest almost imperceptibly. Moss and tiny plants grow softly in its fur, blending it seamlessly into the living canopy. Time seems to move differently here, stretching and slowing, as the sloth drifts deeper into sleep, teaching the forest the art of stillness. A faint breeze carries the hush upward to a massive nest where a harpy eagle rests. Its wings are folded carefully against its body, feathers layered like a warm blanket. The eagle's sharp eyes, now closed, have watched over this forest for generations. From its high perch, it senses the calm below, the rivers, the leaves, the resting creatures. Secure and untroubled, the eagle sleeps, trusting the night to hold everything in balance. Farther along the branches, a family of howler monkeys curls together. Their voices, once echoing thunderously across the forest, have faded into silence. Tails wrap gently around limbs, and warm fur press close against bark. The trees sway slightly, rocking them as if in a cradle. Safe within their group, the monkeys breathe in unison, lulled by the rhythm of the forest's heart. Below, the Amazon River flows like a dark ribbon of glass. Beneath its surface, a pink river dolphin glides smoothly through the cool water. Its movements are slow and fluid, guided by instinct and current. Moonlight dances above, scattering ripples of silver that drift down faintly. The dolphin rises softly for air, then sinks again, floating peacefully, carried by the river's endless calm. Near the forest floor, where moisture clings to every leaf, a tiny poison dart frog rests on a broad, glossy surface. Its bright colors glow softly in the darkness, not as a warning to night, but as a quiet spark of life. The frog remains still, protected by the warmth of the humid air. Its small body relaxes completely, blending into the rhythm of dripping water and distant insect song. Along the muddy riverbank, an anaconda lies coiled in perfect stillness. Its massive form absorbs the lingering warmth of the earth, scales cool and smooth. The snake's presence is ancient, patient, and grounded. It does not sleep as others do, yet it rests deeply, aware without effort, letting the night pass over it like a slow-moving dream. Nearby, a group of capybaras rests together at the water's edge. Their round bodies press close, sharing warmth and comfort. Ears flick lazily, then settle. The river murmurs beside them, a constant soothing sound. Feeling safe in numbers, the capybaras close their eyes, drifting into gentle sleep as fireflies blink softly around them. In the undergrowth, an armadillo curls into itself, its armored shell forming a protective circle. The soil beneath is cool and familiar. It breathes slowly, undisturbed by the night sounds around it. Roots, insects, and earth form a quiet world all their own, and the armadillo rests, hidden and secure. From the trees above, the soft flutter of wings passes as bats emerge briefly, then settle again. Some cling to branches, wrapping their wings around their bodies like cloaks. Others tuck into hollow trunks, suspended in peaceful clusters. Their tiny hearts slow, their movements fade, and they surrender to the comfort of darkness. In the canopy above, a brilliant macaw tucks its bright-colored feathers close, head nestled beneath a wing. The bright reds, blues, and yellows dim in the moonlight, becoming softer, gentler hues. The bird sways lightly with the branch, balanced and calm. No calls break the silence now, only rest. Near a fallen log, a tapir settles into the grass. Its sturdy body lowers slowly, carefully, until it lies still. The tapir exhales deeply, feeling the cool air brush against its skin. Insects hum faintly, leaves rustle, and the night wraps around it like a blanket woven from sound and shadow. Everywhere in the Amazon, life slows together. Insects soften their songs, leaves barely move, and the vast forest breathes as one. Rivers flow, trees stand tall, and animals rest in perfect harmony. The jungle does not sleep alone. It invites you to slow your breathing, to release the weight of the day, and to drift gently into rest, carried by the endless, peaceful night of the Amazon. As the night deepens, the forest grows even gentler, as though it is careful not to disturb its own dreaming. The air becomes cooler, settling softly against bark and leaf, and a fine mist drifts low to the ground. Every sound is cushioned now, wrapped in calm, allowing the Amazon to sink further into its quiet rhythm. Along a narrow tributary, a caiman floats just beneath the water's surface. Only its eyes and the ridged line of its back break the stillness. The water holds its weight effortlessly, and the slow drift of the current rocks it back and forth. Muscles remain loose, energy conserved, as the reptile rests in patient awareness, blending seamlessly with the river itself. Nearby, a giant otter family curls together along the muddy bank. Sleek bodies press close, tails overlapping, whiskers flicking faintly in sleep. Earlier, they played and hunted together, but now there is only warmth and closeness. The youngest nestles into the curve of an adult's side, comforted by familiar scents and the gentle pulse of shared breath. Deeper in the forest, a herd of red brocket deer settles among thick roots and fallen leaves. Their sturdy forms create a quiet cluster, each animal finding its place within the group. Soft grunts fade into silence as they relax, trusting each other and the darkness around them. The ground beneath them feels solid and safe, anchoring them firmly to the earth. Above them, a kinkajou moves slowly through the branches, its large eyes reflecting moonlight. After nibbling on ripe fruit, it finds a comfortable hollow and curls its long tail around its body. The scent of fruit and leaves linger in the air, familiar and comforting. Its breathing slows as muscles soften, and the tree supports it like a gentle hand. Wrapped in leaves and shadow, the kinkajou drifts into deep rest. In a quiet clearing, a herd of red brocket deer stands motionless, ears alert at first, then gradually relaxing. One by one, they lower themselves into the grass, legs folding gently beneath them. The clearing feels open but peaceful, bathed in pale light. Breathing slows, and the deer rest, surrounded by the soft glow of night.
Near the forest floor, leafcutter ants continue their work, though even their tireless movement softens. Lines grow thinner, pauses longer. Some ants retreat underground, where the air is warm and steady. Deep within the nest, chambers hum faintly with life, but even here the colony eases into a quieter state. A porcupine climbs slowly into a tree, its quills catching faint glimmers of moonlight. Finding a sturdy branch, it settles into a comfortable position, tail draped loosely. The night feels safe up here, away from the forest floor. With a slow blink, the porcupine surrenders to rest, trusting its natural armor and the stillness around it. Farther along the river, a shoal of shimmering fish drift together in the dark water. They move as one, turning gently, guided by instinct and subtle shifts in current. No sudden movements, no...
The first light of dawn has not yet touched the canopy, yet the Amazon stirs gently, its creatures still wrapped in the comfort of night. Somewhere high above, a group of squirrel monkeys clings to thin branches, their tiny bodies curling together. Usually so full of energy, they now sit quietly, soft fur pressed against each other, eyes slowly closing and opening in sleepy rhythm. Even their small fingers, which grasp so tightly during the day, now relax, letting the forest cradle them in calm. A few meters below, a tapir moves slightly in its sleep, nostrils twitching softly. Its broad, rounded body lies against the cool earth, legs tucked beneath like a well-worn blanket. The forest floor is alive with gentle sounds, the soft rustle of leaves, distant water trickling. But the tapir remains undisturbed, its breathing slow and even, like the pulse of the earth itself. In the branches above, a gentle breeze stirs, carrying a bright flash of color as a toucan nestles within thick foliage. Its massive, curved beak rests alongside its body, feathers dimmed under the faint moonlight. The bird sways slightly with the branches, eyelids heavy, listening to the quiet hum of the forest. The rhythmic sigh of wind through leaves becomes a lullaby, and the toucan drifts deeper into rest. Near the water's edge, an agouti curls into the soft moss, small paws tucked neatly beneath its chest. Its smooth brown fur blends with fallen leaves, offering perfect camouflage. The murmur of the river soothes it further, and it exhales slowly, chest rising and falling in a gentle, comforting rhythm. Even the insects nearby seem to move in harmony with its calm. A little further along, a family of pygmy marmosets clings to entwined vines and branches, tiny tails wrapped around each other for warmth. Their soft fur glistens faintly with dew, eyes closed as they drift in unison. Though daylight will soon bring their lively chatter, the night holds them tenderly, swaying them in a slow, rocking embrace. On the forest floor, a giant anteater rests beside a fallen log, long snout tucked against its forelegs. Its bushy tail curves around like a blanket, and its thick, silvery fur gleams faintly in the filtered light. Every muscle softens as it breathes steadily, the world reduced to the simple comfort of earth beneath it, shadows around it, and stillness within. Far above, a pair of owl species, a spectacled owl and a mottled wood owl, perches quietly in adjacent branches. Wide eyes slowly close, and the soft feathers of their wings fold neatly against their sides. The forest hums a soft tune below them, and they float into dream-like stillness, guardians of the night's remaining darkness. On a secluded riverbank, a capuchin monkey stirs slightly, stretching long arms before curling back into sleep. Its face, usually expressive and alert, is calm and serene, whiskers brushing the mossy ground. The river whispers softly nearby, and the gentle lull of flowing water eases it further into rest. In the dense, shadowed underbrush, an armadillo pads softly into a small burrow it has dug beneath thick roots. The soil is cool, the space snug, and the little creature's armored back rests against the earth. Tiny breaths rise and fall, and the armadillo sinks into the protective embrace of the night, completely safe and still. Above all, the forest seems to exhale as one. Birds, mammals, reptiles, and insects all hold themselves in gentle balance. Rivers ripple softly, leaves shimmer faintly in unseen wind, and the rainforest hums quietly in a shared rhythm. In this harmonious stillness, the Amazon teaches the beauty of patience and rest, inviting every listener to slow their breath, release every worry, and drift deeper into the timeless embrace of the forest. The first pale light of dawn barely touches the treetops, yet the Amazon remains wrapped in gentle stillness. High above, a jaguarundi slips quietly through the dense branches, its long, slender body moving like liquid shadow. Its russet fur blends seamlessly with the dim light, eyes half closed in tranquil repose. The cat's soft paw steps leave no mark, and it rests on a thick branch, tail curling gently as the forest breathes around it. Nearby, a group of glass frogs clings to the undersides of wet leaves, tiny bodies almost invisible in the filtered light. Their translucent skin catches hints of green and silver, making them seem like droplets of the forest itself. They remain still, hearts beating softly as mist curls around the foliage. Each small breath is part of the forest's rhythm, a silent harmony that lulls the world deeper into calm. Along the river, a family of giant river otters floats in the gentle current. Their sleek bodies drift together, whiskers twitching faintly as they nuzzle each other. The water ripples softly with their slow movements, reflecting the muted sky above. Eyes half closed, they let the current carry them, the lull of flowing water easing every muscle into rest. On the forest floor, a tyra stretches slightly before curling back into a bed of leaves. Its dark fur blends into the shadows, and its long tail wraps around its body like a protective ribbon. Breathing slows, ears relax, and the little predator drifts into a peaceful sleep, safe in the quiet darkness of the jungle. In the canopy, a flock of Watsons shifts slightly, resting atop thick branches. Their loose, layered feathers absorb the cool night air, eyes closing one by one as the forest hums below them. The gentle sway of branches rocks them softly like a cradle, until every bird sinks into deep rest. A short distance away, a red-faced spider monkey wraps its long arms around a sturdy vine, swinging only slightly with the wind. Its dark fur contrasts with patches of moonlight, and its tail curls loosely for balance. Even the lively monkey finds calm, breathing slowly, eyes closing, letting the night carry it into sleep. Beneath a thick tree root, a three-toed sloth nestles into a natural nook. Its coarse fur, mottled with moss and lichen, makes it almost invisible against the trunk. Each deliberate breath rises and falls like a gentle tide, limbs dangling with perfect ease. The sloth sinks further into rest, wrapped in the timeless rhythm of the forest. Along a meandering stream, a capybara family lies together, ears flicking occasionally before relaxing completely. Their soft brown fur glistens faintly with dew,
Tails rest against warm bodies. The gentle murmur of water and distant bird calls weave a lullaby, coaxing even the most restless thoughts into quiet stillness. High above, a pair of harpy eagles fold wings carefully, talons resting on thick branches. The feathers shimmer in faint moonlight, and the massive birds lower their heads gently. Every movement is deliberate, every breath slow, as the forest watches over them, cradling them in calm. On the forest floor, a jaguar pauses briefly before lying down in a patch of soft leaves. Its patterned fur seems to melt into shadows, muscles relaxing fully as it stretches lightly before settling in. Even the king of the jungle surrenders to the hush of the night, eyes closing, breathing deep and steady. Along the riverbank, a group of caimans floats almost motionless, only ripples breaking the smooth water. Their scaled bodies catch hints of reflected light, and their massive forms rest in patience. The current rocks them gently, and they drift in harmony with the river's slow pulse, fully immersed in the calm. In the distance, a family of kinkajous curls together in the branches, tails entwined, bodies pressed for warmth. Their soft golden eyes flutter closed, and tiny noses twitch faintly. The scent of ripe fruit lingers softly, a gentle perfume in the humid air, as the animals sink deeper into sleep. A short hop away, a puma rests under a canopy of dense leaves, its tawny fur dim in the soft light.
Its paws fold beneath its chest, tail curling naturally around its side. Breathing slows, muscles loosen, and the predator melts into the forest floor, wrapped in the protective embrace of shadow and earth. Somewhere high in the canopy, a pair of macaws tucks heads beneath colorful wings. Bright reds, blues, and yellows soften into muted hues under moonlight, and the birds sway gently with the breeze. The forest hums beneath them, and the macaws drift into serene slumber, secure in the rhythm of the night. Deep in a hollow log, a family of armadillos curls tightly, their armored backs forming protective domes. Each small creature breathes softly, bodies warming one another in the cool air. The earth beneath holds them firmly, while the forest above continues its gentle, endless breath. Near a small pond, a jaguarundi's reflection shimmers in the water as it rests on a low branch. Eyes half closed, tail dangling loosely, it absorbs the stillness around it. The rippling water mirrors the calm of the forest, and even the smallest movements become part of the slow, unbroken rhythm of life. Everywhere the Amazon stretches, life flows quietly together. Birds, mammals, reptiles, and insects all surrender to the same tranquil pulse. Leaves drip gently with dew. Rivers move in smooth currents, and shadows drift without urgency. The rainforest is alive, yet at peace, teaching patience, harmony, and rest, inviting every listener to slow their breath, ease every thought, and drift deeper into the timeless embrace of the forest.